Welcome back, Farm 209. Our homework for week 4, day 1, final review, just like in 208. So week 4, day 1 in class today. Week 4, day 2 will open up. Just try to get that done before you work on the final. All right, SiC Codes. What's the verb for IV? Intravenous, infuse. So just remember bag or syringe. If it's in a bag, infuse. If it's in a syringe, we'll inject. So we got infuse 500 mLs intravenously every 8 hours or over 8 hours? Every 8 hours. So just be careful. Number 2, what's the verb for drops to the eyes? Instill. So we'll instill 1 to 2 drops into each eye. So get rid of the ears. 3 times a day as directed or until done? As directed. Very good. There's no such thing as until done. Instill 1 to 2 drops into each eye 3 times a day as directed. Number 3, sub-Q. Syringe or bag? Syringe. So the verb will be inject. So we'll inject 50 units under the skin 3 times a day after meals. As needed. Pain or no pain? No pain. Inject 50 units under the skin 3 times a day after meals as needed. Number 4, tablets vaginally. What's the verb? Insert. So you don't have to unwrap, you just insert. Insert 1 tablet vaginally every 12 hours for 10 days. Insert 1 tablet vaginally every 12 hours for 10 days. There you go. And the last SiC code for this assignment, SL. What's the verb SL? Place. So under the tongue. We'll place 1 to 2 tablets under the tongue as needed for CP, in this case, chest pain. So review your SIGs if you need to. All right, moving right along. EDS, very important. Estimated days supply. So we dispense 60. We divide by how many they can use in a day. So what's the most, 1 or 2? 3 times a day or 2 times a day? 3. So total of 6 in a day. No Roman numerals? Cream. So ounces, mLs, and grams. We're going to use the same conversion factor for this class. So 30 grams per ounce. So we got 2 ounces for a total of 60 grams. And for creams and ointments, we're going to assume that they use 1 gram per dose, just for this class. Apply to the affected area 3 to 4 times a day. So how many grams can they use? Up to 4 grams in a day. Eye drops, eyes and ears. Do not mistake that with micro drip. For us, eye and ear drops, you get 20 drops per ml, approximation. So if I gave them 5 mLs, how many drops is that? 5 times 20 is 100 drops. Right, so that little 5 ml vial, they can get about 100 drops out of it. So we'll divide that by total drops per day. 2 drops, how many eyes? Times 2 eyes times twice a day. 2 times 2 times 2 is, huh? Don't add, multiply. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 drops in a day. How many mLs is in a pint? 480. All right, so how many mLs are they going to use in a day? Teaspoon's 5, but 2 would be 10. TID is 3, so they're going to do 10, 10, and 10 for a total of 30 in a day. Do you round up, down, or sideways? Make sure you round down if there's any partial EDS. Solution percentages. Remember, you need to be in mLs in order to find grams. So 7,500 mLs times 20%. So what is 20% of 7,500? Yeah, 1,500. 11. We got a quart, which is 960 mLs. Times 30%. That'll give you your grams. Now to find percentage, just set up your fraction. We're using the same units, grams and mLs, times 100 to get to percentage. So here we got 50 grams for number 12. Quarter liter, that's 250 mLs. Don't forget to multiply to get your percentage. 13, we got 80 grams for 500 mLs. 80 grams and 500 mLs total times 100. That'll give you your percent concentration. You guys starting to get the hang of it? So tomorrow, you're going to prove yourselves. And then again on Thursday. Drip rates. So we got to go through flow rate and then convert. So we'll start with flow rate, which is mLs per hour. So here we have 2,000 mLs over 6 hours. That's our flow rate. First step, divide by 60 minutes. Second step, multiply by the conversion factor, 15 GTTs. Round to the nearest 1 drop per minute. What do you get? 83? Yeah, about 83. 15 micro drip tubing. That is 60 drops per ml. Don't get confused with eyes and eardrops. This is for IVs. So the trick is the flow rate value is the drip rate value. So 500 divided by 4 will be the same if you divide by 60 minutes and then multiply by 60 drops. Flow rate value is the same as the drip rate, which is 125. £187. So we'll divide by 2.2 to get to how many kilos? 85 kilos. So you'll multiply by the order, but we're going to give them the drug in 2 divided doses. So let's go ahead and divide by 2 doses here. So that's going to give you the amount of drug per dose. How many milligrams is that? Milligrams, all right. And then our order comes 1,000 per 15. Oh. 1,062? There you go. 1,000 milligram. That's ugly. All right. A little better. 1,062.5 milligrams. The supply comes 1,000 per 15 ml. Round to the nearest tenth. So give me 1 decimal point for 16. £143 for number 17. Let's divide by 2.2. So is that 65? 60? Ooh, it's a weird number, right? Yeah, let's do the math all together. Excuse me. Then we'll do the rounding at the end. 143? Is that an even number? Yeah. What? Is it 65? Yeah, it was 65. All right, 65 kgs times the order 50 milligrams. This time it is 3 doses. How many milligrams per dose? That's enough. All right, so our supply comes in percentage. What does percent mean? Per 100. So you're gonna have to convert. Anytime you have a percentage, it's the same number of grams per 100 mLs. So that's our supply. 5 grams for every 100 mLs. So 5 grams is 5,000 milligrams per 100 mLs. So you're gonna need about 20 something.
Whoa.
21.6. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type 1 or type 2? Type 1. So we got 15 ordered. We got 70 and 10 supply. The difference here is 55. Difference here is 5. I got 5 and 55 for a total of 60. Final volume is 2,000 mLs. We want the 70%, so that's going to be this top number here. Round to the nearest ml. We'll do it the same way. Set up our tic-tac-toe grid. 8.5 this time is ordered. Supply is 70 and 0. We got 61.5 here. And we got 8.5 here. 8.5 plus 61.5 is 70 total. Last is to multiply by the final volume. The question asks for D70 again. So just the top number. Follow the 70 all the way across. Solve 8.5 divided by 70 times 250. Round to the nearest 1 ml. Next few questions, a review of lecture. Let's answer these together. See if you guys recall week 1 and 2 material. Which formulation does not have an absorption step?
Intravenous.
Yeah, goes straight to the blood. So absorption again is getting the drug to the blood, into the blood. IV goes straight into the blood. Which drug would not typically be monitored with peaks and troughs? So which ones are dangerous? And then Phenytoin is toxic. Proic acid. Promethazine. So which one is toxic to the body? Which one's not?
None of the above.
Antiemetic. So nausea, promethazine. Yeah, they're not going to monitor that. Vanco they are, because you need enough in your blood to fight the bacteria. Valproic acid for seizures, you need enough, or it'll be toxic to the liver. 22. An antagonist will do which of the following? Ant for anti. So which of the following blocks? Cause extended stimulation? No, that doesn't block the receptor. Prevent other drugs from binding? So that one's against. That one blocks. Not binding to a receptor? No, an antagonist will bind instead of the drug. Accelerate? No. 23. The percentage of fraction of the administered dose of a drug that actually reaches the systemic circulation and the rate at which this occurs is the drug's transformation. Is that change? Is that describing change? How the drug is changed? No. It's the amount and how fast it gets to the blood, right? So that's another way of saying blood. Systemic circulation. Bioavailability. Is that how much gets into the blood and how fast? How about equivalence? Is it equal to something else? Is it equal? Does that statement say something about equality? Biopharmaceuticals. All right. If you were to guess, which one would you guess?
Pharmaceuticals.
So it's going to be the amount and how fast it gets to the blood. That's going to be availability. So remember, when we compare bioavailability, that's what we do to determine if brand and generic can be interchanged. Last question, 24? Yeah. All right, let's do these brand and generics real quick. Cortef. What do you think that one is? Yeah, Cort. So the name is in the generic. Actonel. No. I think is Restronate. It's another bone med. Fe stands for iron. So Furos is another name for iron. And then you go, Fe, chemical symbol. Glucotrol. So that is glipizide, I believe. Artisep. Dinazepril. Pitocin, easy enough. The name is in the generic. Oxytocin. Pitocin, oxytocin. Soma, chrysoprolol. Xyloprim. The prim is in the name, I'll let you know. Allopurinol. Synthroid, the throid is there for you. Levothyroxine and Cialis. The last part of the generic will tell you what it does. And the beginning is the magician. Ta-da! Alright, so double check your submissions or responses. And that'll take care of today's homework. All you guys have left is week 4, day 2 before the final.